Well, I rounded over the corners of the feet there and sanded a little bit with my spindle sander, and then I made some 1/2-inch pegs here to since it should be pegged through the tenons there with my dowel plate, and these are soft maple. So we're ready for the glue up now, I think. And so you can see the glue up now. I've got it clamped to the bench and using the clamps to hold it together, and I had to square on it, and it's reasonably square for the moment, and we'll wait for it to dry. I've got to put the pins in yet, and then we'll work on the stretchers. I'm just finishing up with putting the pegs in here. The joint was compressed when I put the glue in it. It was compressed this way with clamps. There we are. Then those will have to be trimmed off flush later. So now with the stretchers. Well, it's time to measure for the stretcher here and cut the dovetail. So what I did is I have the used the marking gauge to mark a line there at 1.25 inches, and then I'm making a 5/8 inch dovetail for the half lap dovetail that goes in here. So I've got the gauge set up and marked it from the face 5/8 of an inch all the way around, and then the slope for my dovetail, one dovetail that's there. So all of this has to be marked for waist, so the back is waist and this is waist, and everything but that one little dovetail is waist. So we'll get to sawing it out. I'm cutting the dovetail now. There you have it. Now I'm cutting across this way to make it into an 1/8 inch, 5/8 of an inch dado, and it's 1.25 inches deep. That's pretty good there. And then we've got to cut it across the face here and along the back, so we go sideways. So now we're doing a cross cut here from here to here. So I have a different saw. And it should fall right out. There we have it. And then there's one more cut to make on the face here to leave the dovetail. So cutting out the last little bit of waste here. There we have it. The shoulder needs a little bit of cleanup there, but I think it'll be alright. So now I cut a half lap dovetail into the stretcher here, and I've got it clamped into the spot where it belongs, and then using my marking knife I scribed a line across where the two dovetails need to be, and now I've got to cut a 5/8 inch deep dovetail on this and then on the other side. So that's the next step for this one. There we go. I'm installing the lower stretcher now, so just like the upper stretcher, it's got a dovetail on it, a half lap dovetail. I fit it in the opening and then trace the dovetail marks onto the side here, and then of course saw it out, and now I'm chopping it out, and this stuff is so soft that once I'm just marking the edges here, because we want the outside edges to be correct. But once you hit it, they just pop out. And then we've got to flatten out the middle there, pare it off. And that's pretty much it. I've got the other side to do, and we'll be done. Well, here it is, ready for sawing use, and quick little project. The wood did move quite a bit after I had milled it, so could have made it out of hardwood, but inexpensive 2x4s, 2x12s in this particular case, and I had ripped to different sizes, so it's ready to go for sawing. So you'll see me using it in the future when I've got some cross-cutting and ripping to do with a handsaw. Let's see what I can do to try out the new saw bench. Not bad. Now we got to try a rip cut. I'm going to try and rip piece here with the distant. Well, it's going along pretty good. So it's pretty comfortable, and looks like we got a winner.